Yeah. Well, I've been practicing some really small corks, done a little spine jump sort of, and done a few cork 7s here and open up a lot and overcorked in the end. So yeah, and I chickened out once and did a cork 9.
You got it.
Thinking about manning up. And,
just commit to it.
Yeah, it feels like I got it, mate.
You know, it's possible.
You got it.
Done it.
You got it in your head for sure.
But I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah, buddy.
If you're feeling it. Yeah, thank you. Oh, that's good. You ready? Drop. Really?
Warning: skiing can always be dangerous and Stompy tutorials and partners accept no liability for any injury or death caused by attempting this. Please get professional help to learn this trick. Since most of you won't do that, we give you the best advice to our ability so you can progress your skiing in a safer way. Be careful out there.
So the prerequisites are double cork the foam pit, then double cork on the tramp, and you also need to know how to do excellent cork 7s on skis, really fast ones and big ones too. The steps in this video are cork on water ramp, then we look at how you can prepare yourself on snow without actually doing it. Then step 6, commit and send it. It's pretty straightforward. So step 4, double cork on water ramps. I'd recommend that you warm up with a couple of cork 7s, 5s, 9s, maybe a double backflip, kangaroo flip, just to get a feel for the doubles, so you're not so nervous. Then I'd like you to do a cork 5, 7, 9-ish, and then once you're on the top of the rotation, like extend your body and imagine if you pulled in your legs, would you go into a second cork and have enough time to uncork it as well? And also you can like spot the line as early as possible to do this estimate in your brain. Once you've done the estimate, just bloody send it. So just tuck in even more on the second rotation, and clearly my estimate was wrong. I did not have time to do the whole double cork here. But luckily it was on water and it was not on snow. That's why we practice on water, you know. Keep trying, and for me it was like getting better, then worse, then pretty decent again. So be patient. One common mistake that people often do on water ramps specifically is that they have their skis too wide. This may result in them slipping out even wider and you can hurt your knees. Try to keep them a little bit closer together, but not too close so you don't get enough rotation, because you still have to spin pretty fast. But on snow I think it's fine to have them rather wide, because you have pretty good grip on the kicker unless it's icy. Then you should take care in the same way. One common mistake is that you miss the grab or you get it too late, and then I'd say just tuck in your legs even more, just pull them in with your abs as much as you can. I'll try to get the grab, but it's pretty hard because there's actually quite a few G-forces at play over here. And even if you get the grab, it's not guaranteed you're gonna land it. You can have a nice oh shit moment like that. It's not very pleasant to land on your back. But to make sure you get the grab, use your abs, legs to really pull your body together. Reach down but also pull your ski close to your body. And try to get the grab at somewhat 360. I almost get it at 540, which is too late. And it's gonna make you rather do a dub 12 instead of a dub 10. Make yourself rather small, because logically it's going to help you cork faster. Teaching Mark to film how to double cork was very exciting. And his first attempt was a little funny. He was morking quite a lot. Had some kind of double cork 720 technique or something. I think he's the kind of guy that could learn that crazy trick. But he wanted to learn dub 10, so that wasn't really what he was gonna do. So I told him to try to mork it less and spin much faster since he was too slow. But his second attempt was pretty rad to say. And I think if he stayed tucked, he would have uncorked his last couple of degrees and landed a really sick dub 10 on his second try, which is pretty amazing. But the first attempt was still a bit murky, so told him to do a bit more of a T-set, which worked great for him. And then he also got the grab at about 180. So he was perfectly out of the first cork at 540 and comes out at 10. If it was a little bit bigger jump, he would have landed his third try if he was on skis, which is pretty amazing, to be honest. So let's have a look at how Mark did his 10s and how I do my 12s. So Mark does it with a nice T-set, which I do recommend if you want to learn both 10s and 12s. He gets the grab really early at 180, that's like crazy early. And the rotation is out, or the first corked rotation is out at 540. It's very well done. And then he corks out nicely, and if the line was a little bit further down, he would have stomped it if it was on snow. And as I did on trampoline, I also kept doing on skis. Really, go back to trampoline if you have this problem. It's crazy to keep going and dangerous too. So morking it and grabbing late and uncorking at 720, we can see where this is going. It's not gonna be a 1080 if you do it this way. So you, in my opinion, you need to have a nicer technique to do 10s than 12s. And here you can really see my morky technique in the shadow. And I'm not patient enough. I need to wait a bit longer, open up the body, drop the shoulder, more like Mark does here. Because he is turned like 90 degrees on his head, the body a little less, and drops the shoulder instead of like bending like a crazy person. And that way he got the 10s down really well. Step 5. Let's prepare ourselves for the big send. Make sure that you've done all the previous steps really well by now. Just like before in the other steps, I estimated by hitting several small jumps with fast cork 7s. Maybe a cork 5 would be even better, and feel, is the second cork gonna happen once you finish with it? Like if you tucked more and had twice the size of a jump. Because I remember June Olsen once said something about, you know, you make a trick in a small jump, take twice the size of a jump, and there you go, you can do a double. I don't think it's that easy. I think you have to do all the steps previously. And just like before, judge, are you high enough? And also feel, would the second cork go straight backwards? If it goes too much to the side, like my technique tends to do, it's not cool. Then practice a bit more. Make sure the second cork goes backwards. Then I was imagining how to double cork. I was doing it in the lift, just in the snow. It's like twisting my body, really feeling the movement. And also with the grab. Even if I started with a safety grab, but I tried with the mute grab just to see, like, with the imagination, can I do this trick? Do I really understand what it's gonna feel like to do the second cork on snow?
That's good. You ready?
And then step 6, commit and send it. By the time I was sending it, I was hardly nervous anymore, because I'd done all my homework, and most of the fear and nervosity had left the body, and I was ready.
And I'm a bit nervous to go up again, because it can only get worse from here, basically.
No, it can only get better, no?
Well, I landed.
I mean, you can go in.
All right.
No, I mean, like, knowing where you are exactly.
Yeah.
Get the mute grab on it, and
It's perfect. Yeah, I'll go for a mute then.
First attempt doing the double cork with a mute grab. I missed the mute since it's harder to do a mute than a safety, but it is a better grab to do on double corks, 10s or 12s for that matter. Second attempt landed it, but not so nice. And then on this third attempt in the air, it felt awesome. I was like, hell yeah! And then bam. The crash was an easy one, so I just went up again and did a final dub 12 of the day. Dub 12 mute and landed pretty well, so I was quite happy about that. Let's walk through how I do it again. I mork a little bit, so the first cork goes a little bit away from the camera, and it takes as much as 720 to do the first cork. So if you want to do dub 10s, you gotta have a better set than I do. Then the second cork also goes away from the camera for going around, so it takes also more rotation in order to finish a dub cork. Even if it looks like Eric is morking a little, he really isn't. He's totally T-setting, and his head goes straight a little bit away from the camera and corks away really quickly. The head just pops up there at 5:40, maybe 6:30, and then when he had a good set, the second cork also tips straight back and away from the camera a little bit, so he's gonna uncork the second rotation too really fast, and stays tucked until last moment, so he has time to uncork it. And Eric says himself that when he gets a banger mute like this one, he does a dub 10, and when he gets a less nice tweak on the mute like this one, he does a dub 12. I don't think these two shots are comparable since he goes huge as well, but that's his thoughts on it. Last thing I want you to have in mind, spot the landing as early as possible, and this is what it's gonna feel like pretty much. And good luck and be safe out there. Now I'd just like to make a big shout out to Erik Lundmark for teaching me how to double cork so I could teach you guys how to double cork. Just for fun, I'd like you to know that when I was learning this, he was teaching himself how to switch double 12, which was really inspiring. And then last but not least, Danny Worley, you've been awesome filming this. Mark Welchinger, you too. Thanks a lot, it's been great.